I feel that America is slightly, well, is like compared to other countries or just in general.
Just in general. Your general opinion.
I feel that like the education could improve, but so far it's decent. Because I come from an area where like public education is like more promoted and stuff like that, and I just feel like America could promote more schools, more public education, provide more education for kids in like not so developed areas, I would say.
Right.
Okay. How do you feel about racism in America?
I would say it was more, it's still prevalent to this day, regardless if anyone says it's not, it is. And being white, it's sort of like we're like the race that really just like kind of like starts racism a little bit, but it's like something that I really want to change because it's not who I am, it's not who everybody is.
Right.
And like it just needs to be improved, especially in places in the South, a lot in places in the South. So.
Do you associate yourself with minorities on campus?
Yes, I do. Having coffee with Bailey.
Do you feel like this campus is diverse?
I would say so, yes. Like, I see more interracial kids than white kids, and yeah, like, I would say it's very diverse. So yeah.
Okay. How do you think race impacts education on this campus?
I would say that some like education could be like more mixed than it is, and because some of the classes, like not everyone takes that class, and they should. Like there's like diversity classes that a lot of people should take, and like I don't feel like anyone's like being excluded like completely, but it just could be more heavy on it.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You're awesome. East Coast, she's doing that. Tell us a little about yourself. Your name and where you're from and what are you studying and what did you graduate in?
Okay. Well, my name is Cedric McLaurin. I'm from Columbus, Georgia. Transferred out to the University of Nevada, Reno about 6 years ago, December 2007.
Yeah.
And I graduated with a baccalaureate degree here. It's in criminal justice pre-law, minor in Spanish. My master's is in public admin, governmental budgeting, comparative politics. And currently I'm seeking to pursue a second degree back East Coast. Second master's.
That's what's up, bro. And here we have Danielle. You want to interview? Give them the interview questions.
Okay, what do you think about America?
Pardon me?
What do you think about America?
Oh, that's such a broad question. I don't think we have enough time. In regards to?
Just education.
In regards to education? Well, studies show that currently we're ranked 45th amongst the top industrialized nations across the globe. So with that said, we definitely have some work to do, specifically within the lower SES, socioeconomic classes. The education system should be reformed. Several researchers and scholars, academicians, and research suggests that perhaps the education, the traditional school system as you know it, as I know it, as we know it, should be reformed, should be changed to meet our needs instead of us meeting the needs of what the test preppers or the school administrator should, or how they're dictating school should be. So in regards to education, I think we're doing well. However, I mean, there's always room for improvement. And of course, 45th amongst the industrialized nation kind of doesn't sit too well.
Right.
Okay. How do you feel about racism in America?
Man, these questions are, these are some good questions. These are toasty questions. Well, just I think the colloquial answer is it's bad, it's wrong. We all know it still exists, but that's why you are here, and that's why your colleagues standing behind you, your colleagues standing to your right. That's why we're here to try to eradicate some of the racial disparity that we have faced. I don't know if you guys have particularly faced racism per se, but that's why you're here. I'm assuming to eradicate that for the next generation so that they can live a more just and a harmonious life.
What is your race and ethnicity?
I'm Irish.
Okay.
Can't you tell? No, I'm African American. I'm black.
Okay.
Or should I say? Let me actually recant on that. I've actually kind of struggled with myself with answering that question. These questions are toasty, by the way. Like this is, he put me on the spot so soon. I would, to give you my honest answer on that question, I would say that I'm an American from black culture. I've never been to Africa. I've never lived in Africa. I would like to. That would be that would be great. But I think by the literal definition of the word, I'm an American from black culture.
Right.
Have you ever been discriminated against?
Of course.
Yeah.
What was the experience?
There are several. But,
Name one off the top of your head that just comes to you.
I say the marquee racist experience that I've had a chance to come in contact with, or the unfortunate chance to come in contact with. So I lived in Georgia, as one can expect, good old red state.
Yeah.
And, just going to school, we were, and I say the minorities, we were all kind of classed, or should I say categorized together. If you were Asian, if you were Hispanic, if you were just anything different than the Anglo race, we were kind of just lumped up in one big ball of different. And we could tell a difference from the school administrators. They taught, or they had a disdain whenever we came in contact with the school administrators. It was always, whenever there was a problem, it was most always they put blame on us, and I say us, them, the differenters, without actually unfolding and getting to know the situation, getting to know the root cause of, let's say, the dispute. It was just automatic. You're just guilty by race. And so that was one. Of course, I face it every day. I walk across the parking lot just now, and somebody beat their horn to the car. You know, just you can hear the actuators on the door actually lock. Beep! And it was like as soon as I walk past. You know, I don't know if that's a form of what they call it, quasi-discrimination. Oh, you remembered to lock your door as soon as I walk past you. Boom! You know, beep beep. So, but like you said, I think we all face it. You know.
Right.
So.
Okay. Do you believe that there's diversity on this campus?
I do, big time, big time. And if one is observing this and saying like, gee whiz, like this guy must don't really know much about diversity if he considers the current population here at UNR to be diverse. Well, I would urge them to look at UNR 2007, 2008, and you would see a total difference from what you see now. I think it's safe to say that majority of the black students, especially 2006, 2007, were student athletes. Outside of that, population was very of African American, particularly actually I would say even the Hispanic population was very, very dismal.
How do you think that race impacts education on this campus?
Well, I would like to say, and I would hope that race doesn't play a factor in obtaining a good, concrete education. my personal answer would be I haven't personally experienced, haven't had that factor into whether one got an education or if that had prohibited one from obtaining an education. So as far as if race plays a factor in education, I would say, especially on this campus, I haven't seen it. Yeah, I'm not negating the fact that it probably exists, but you know, being that this is my alma mater, I take pride that, you know, I hope that, you know, that wouldn't be a factor in, you know, considering one, you know, achieving their goals, educational goals.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
All right, sweet.
Awesome,
Thank
bro.
you.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great.
All right, tell us a little about yourself. What's your name, age, and what are you studying, bro?
My name is Kellen Flanagan. I'm from Kenai, Alaska, and my study is community health sciences.
Awesome.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello, Danielle. So Danielle will be asking you questions today about race and education. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, shoot away.
What do you think about America in regards to education and race?
Education and race?
Yes.
I'd say America's probably got a pretty good education system in line, I guess.
Yeah.
Quite expensive compared to other countries, but I think there's possibilities to get loans and stuff, so I think everybody has a chance to get to school. But race-wise, I don't know. All the colleges I've been to like 4 of them, so kind of hopped around. They seem pretty diverse in the demographics.
What 4 colleges did you go to?
My first college was in Kenai, Alaska, community college. Then wanted to get out, so I went to Santa Barbara City College. Too expensive for me, so I had to bail on that. Went to a really cheap college in western Wyoming. Hated it. We'll never go back to Wyoming. Jackson Hole. And then I went to Washington for a little bit, dabbled there. Gave up on school, moved to Australia for 7 months, and now I'm here to finish it out. So.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. So I would say you're pretty diverse. I mean, it sounds like you've been everywhere.
Yeah.
You even got to go international.
I did.
So that's pretty cool, bro. What was the international experience like?
In just general terms or race as well?
No, just general terms.
Cool.
How was it?
It was amazing, man. Everybody was friendly in Australia, and the people were really, really accepting and really nice. So.
Yeah, you seen some kangaroos?
I did. Wallabies too.
That's
Which are
awesome.
pretty much baby kangaroos. You couldn't tell the difference, so either one was a kangaroo or a wallaby.
That's what's up, bro.
How do you feel about racism in America?
I think it's still pretty prevalent. I know. I mean, I can be honest and say my dad's kind of grew up in an area or in a time when racism was more kind of accepted. It was kind of like, you know, in the natural day. But I think a little bit still exists in everybody, just how we're predisposed to growing up with our family members who are kind of a part of it. But I think it's slowly dissipating, I would say, you know?
True.
Okay. What is your race and ethnicity?
Caucasian. Straight up.
All
Irish,
right.
I guess.
Have you ever felt discriminated against?
I don't think so, no.
No.
I mean,
Have you, let's see, do you affiliate yourself with any minorities on campus?
I guess I have a group project with some African Americans, I guess, and a lot of Latinos, but other than that, I'd say I'm not really in any groups or sports, so.
Okay, and how's your experience with?
Awesome.
Awesome?
You know, yeah.
Nice. Do you believe that this campus is diverse?
I would say so, yeah. I see a lot of Latino people, more so, and then white and then black, but not as many black people as I would say the other ones.
And what do you think we can do to make the school more diverse?
Oh man, I have no idea. What would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah, to make it more diverse.
What would you do?
I would say I would have, there are programs on campus for minorities, there's different clubs, and I would just continue the clubs and bring awareness on campus everywhere. You know, how they have the screen. Have you ever seen the screens in the Joe Crowley?
Yeah.
You know,
the
just
electronic one?
Yeah,
Okay.
just promote different activities.
Cool.
Yeah. How do you think that race impacts education? on campus? Or do you feel like race impacts education?
I can see it impacting education. I think if someone feels like they're going to be discriminated, they might not attempt to go to school or attempt to learn because they think they'll, I don't know, get looked down upon or something, you know? And if they're less, or if they are a minority on campus, then they can kind of feel outnumbered. So that might be an intimidating factor.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's kind of cool. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Awesome, bro. Oh, thank you.
Hola, soy Evelyn.
Noris, mucho gusto.
Wander.
Mucho gusto. ¿Y de dónde son?
Yo soy de Panamá.
Yo también vengo del mismo lugar.
Costa Rica.
¿Y cómo han sido tus experiencias aquí?
Bueno, primeramente estoy aquí por una beca y la experiencia ha sido muy buena porque he tenido la oportunidad de conocer muchas personas alrededor del mundo.
Yeah, mi situación es la misma. Yo me gané una beca con una compañía en Panamá y la experiencia con el intercambio de cultura ha sido impresionante. Poder aprender tanto de la cultura americana como de otras culturas es una experiencia que muy pocas personas tienen en su vida y la he disfrutado al máximo.
Sí, en mi caso yo puedo decir también que es una experiencia muy enriquecedora. Pues aprendes de las culturas que vienen, ¿verdad? Pues las personas de otras partes, tanto la cultura norteamericana y además de que te enseñan inglés, entonces pues es algo integral.
Equilibrado.
¿Y cómo te sientes conectar con otras culturas y una cultura que no te sentiste tan amigable que son los americanos o algo así?
Bueno, primeramente las culturas son muy diferentes, pero tú aprendes sobre ellos, de cómo es su forma de vivir, acerca de su comida, sus tradiciones, y bueno, y aquí entonces todos ellos se vuelven como parte de tu familia.
Ya, definitivamente. Es cuestión de aprender cómo ser amigables y ser sociales en el mismo camino o en el mismo sentido que ellos. Por ejemplo, los japoneses son muy tímidos, entonces uno tiene que tratar de tratar de respetar su espacio personal, y cuando uno aprende eso, uno se da cuenta, uno se enriquece como persona porque aprendes a identificar todos y a saber cómo tratar con ellos.
Exactamente, igual me pasó a mí, pues a pesar de que ellos, el país de ellos es vecino del mío, pues no conocía muchas cosas de ellos. Entonces, en realidad, cuando vine aquí, aprendí de la cultura de ellos, aprendí de la cultura norteamericana y además de otros países en Asia, ¿verdad? Entonces, es muy balanceado, como dijo mi compañero, saber que aprendes de todos ellos, ¿verdad? Entonces, y además de que, por ejemplo, bueno, como aquí predomina la cultura norteamericana, ¿verdad? Pues aprender que no son iguales los hábitos que tienes en comparación con los de ellos.
Gracias.
Con mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
How's it going, Marquise?
Good. Pablo.
Pablo,
Nice to meet
okay. Where are you from, Pablo?
I'm from Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, okay. How do you like Costa Rica? What's the difference between Costa Rica and America and being here at the
huge
university?
difference between those countries, actually. You have to say that obviously the first one is traditions, basically, also food, people, obviously. There are obviously when you come from a different country, then you make the contrast between them, and then you realize how you're different from each other.
Okay. How do you feel about being not the majority here? Basically, how do you feel about being a minority here at the university?
Yeah, well, it's at the beginning it was really hard for me just to get used to living here, because obviously I have different habits,
Right.
and the first people that I knew when I came here, was the Panamanians,
Mhm,
and that was I got along very well with them because we shared some
Similar.
some similarities in regarding traditions and all of about the weather,
Right,
you know,
right.
and that was really nice because I could share some opinions about, oh, what about that, what about the food, what about this and that, and it was really nice for me.
Okay, so your overall personal experience, how would you rate it? Is it okay? Was it good? Was it amazing?
Yeah, it's really good because
Really good.
when I was a child, I wanted to come here to the USA. It was like my biggest dream, just to experience the culture, and also because my major is English teaching.
Oh, nice.
I like to share my experience with my students to say how it was, or how Halloween is, also Thanksgiving, all these traditions. How is this the culture? How the snow even.
Right.
And that's something part of the experience that you have to take and then to, take it to your country and then show it and explain that is real. That is how it happens.
Right. This is how it goes over here. I'm gonna
Definitely.
let you guys know what's going on.
Definitely.
Wow. Thanks, Pablo.
Okay, you're welcome. See you.